Okay, this is common sense Cool Dude making another video to remake the one that I made earlier but didn't work. Just wanted to talk about a few things for a little while. Hopefully this one will be a little bit better than the last one. I just wanted to say that, I'm not too interested in chasing video games anymore. I don't think in the end it did a lot for me. I don't think it's worth it. Don't think it's worth the time and effort to do it anymore. I think I'm gonna get out of it permanently, forever. I'm gonna buy one more game, Tekken 7 for the Xbox One, because I want to see if it works a little bit better than the PlayStation 4 one. I think the PlayStation 4 one is a little lame on the PS4. I don't have a PS4 to make it any better, so I'll have to play it the way it is on my PS4, but I'm going to buy the Xbox One on Friday and see if it works any better, because I'm just curious. That'll be my last video game. Besides the last one, and I'm going to have to order on eBay, which I really don't want to, but I'll ask the seller a few questions, see if I can figure a few things out before I pay for it, before I put the money down. I am going to get a 2DS when it comes out in January, or when it comes out in July 28th. Put my $25 down. So I just wait till those come out in July. Just want to say that pretty much I stopped drinking after 20 years. I quit that on my own. Didn't use Al-Anon to do it or any type of anything else. Just decided it was time to quit. Wasn't getting very far in life, so so I quit that cold turkey and have 5 or 6 years underneath the belt, not close to haven't equaled the time I have been drinking, which was 20. So I still have a lot of years to go to even break even. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Just a few comments about, if you wreck your credit rating like I did and you can't use it anymore for anything and you have to rely on cash and debit cards, you can do it. Probably works out better for me anyway, since I wasn't very good with credit cards. Tried 3 times and messed up all 3 times, so I don't think I'll do a fourth time or even try. I obviously can't handle them. So wife's pretty good at handling them okay, so I guess she has them, but I don't. So wanted just to say, sort of, if you feel like a loser and it takes you a while to figure stuff out, just keep working on it. I had a few things that took me a long time to figure out. I'm glad I finally stuck with it and figured them out on my own. Just want to say I'm not going to group all my videos into a collection and try to sell them for $19.95. If you like to watch them, that's great. If you find somebody else you like better, you can watch them. That's cool too. Most of my videos are probably going to be similar to this one. Nothing special, nothing flashy. Want to say that, if your wife makes more money than you're capable of doing, it's hard to get over it, but you can. Guess you got to accept it and go on and make what you can make, and hopefully your wife understand. She can make more money than you. So if you're a man, it's hard to take. Yeah, it's hard to take if your wife can make more money than you, and you can't make a whole lot. It's not fun to take, but you can get over it eventually and just accept it as a fact of life. So that's what I've done. Wife makes tons more money than I do, so I'm not good at making a lot of money. So I guess I won't be making a lot of money for the rest of my work career till I retire, and I won't have much money saved to retire on, because I really can't get a job with one of those retirement plans. It's going to amount to anything in 20 years. So just wanted to say, if people call you a loser, don't worry about it. It takes you a while to figure things out. don't worry about it. Takes me a while to figure a few things out too, so I figure most things out eventually if I put my mind to it. So if I don't figure it out on the first try, I figure it out eventually. It may take me a long time, but I figure it out in the end. So if you're out there and things aren't going great in your life, no, it may take you 20 years to straighten yourself out like it did me, and at that point the rest of my life should be a lot easier. I don't ask for any handouts. I don't expect any. I don't get any. I don't get any advantages in life either, whether it's work or life or anything else. So not worth for me to try to change anything or say anything at the job or anywhere else, because all I get is a sore throat. Written up, fired, or have to look for another job, and I don't want to do that anymore. Done that, been there. Been written up many times for saying what I wanted to say and the job, and still to this day I still get the short end of the stick, so that hasn't changed. Don't make a lot of money, and that hasn't changed. Just don't fight get written up, don't fight being the one that gets fired. I just gonna go try to find some work somewhere else, or I have a job. I'm just going to go next door and see if I can pick up a few days. See what happens. I have a few people on YouTube I like to watch. I'll keep watching them. I'm not going to participate in Patreon or ask for donations or ask you, if you want to make comments, that's great. If you want to watch my videos, that's great. If you're not interested and want to watch somebody else, that's cool too. I'm not going to participate in Patreon and beg for sponsors or beg for people to send me money so I can make better videos or have better cameras or better mics. I don't ask for handouts, and I don't get any, so I'm not expecting any. I'm not asking for any. If you want to leave a comment, that's great. If you don't, then you don't have to. I'm not doing this to make money. I'm not doing this to be the best. I'm not doing this to go to a lot of views. I'm not looking out there to be the top YouTuber. I just put my videos out. I keep them pretty clean. I don't talk about anything that's going to get me in trouble. I don't talk about a whole lot that's controversial, because they'll just pull my YouTube videos down anyway. So I can't really say a whole lot or give my opinion on things, because YouTube would take them down if I break their rules anyway. So just wanted to get some things off my chest. Just to say I'm getting out of video games. I think they are too expensive. I think you don't get a whole lot for them. I think video games is a young man's sport, not for somebody that's my age, even though I spent 20 years in it and I know what I know, but it's not doing me any good as far as getting a job or improving my life any. No, it hasn't. I hope the next 20 years goes better. I hope I hope that I find some other hobbies that don't cost as much money. Video games really hasn't done a lot for me. It's sort of been not fun for me and sort of a pain. So sort of ruined my life, pretty much ruined my marriage. Although I did save it, but I don't have any more aces in the hole to do that. So I can't save it to next time if it goes down the tubes. So just want to know that, let you know that, yeah, you can spend 20 years messing up your life, but you can't straighten yourself out again. You can't fix yourself most of the time and get yourself straight, even if it takes 20 years to do it. It's possible. So if you're out there having problems with drinking excessively, spending money and not knowing how to pay bills, I had the same problems, and I pretty much solved most of them. Just took me 20 years to do it. So you can do it. You can straighten yourself out after 20 years and get things straight if you really want to, and you can ruin your credit and still live without credit, and can still live with this cash in which you can put in your checking account. And so I'm probably not going to make a lot of money. I will never have a pickup truck or a car of my own or a lake cabin on the lake someplace, because I just don't make enough money. All that stuff requires money, and I don't make a lot of it. So Got a roof over my head to be good for 20 years. That's about most I got. Live on the east side of St. Paul, which is a crummy neighborhood, and house isn't worth a whole lot, and it will never be worth a whole lot. So I'm probably going to be stuck here for another 20 years, whether I want to or not. So sometimes my wife likes me, sometimes she doesn't. Sometimes she wishes she would have spent her life with somebody else, because I certainly didn't turn out to be exactly what she wanted in the long run anyway, but I'm getting better. Tomorrow I gotta spend some time finish mowing the grass, and I'll see what my paycheck is and figure out if I can buy one more game and order something on eBay if I have enough money. We'll just see what my paycheck is tomorrow. Got cut a couple days, so I'm gonna have to try to find some work next door where I'm working. Maybe they'll have 2 days I can work there, see what happened on Saturday, fill out the app, go in and talk, see what happens. Don't have what I'm looking for, I guess I'll just wait a couple months, go back and ask again, I guess. I guess didn't get very far in work just because my attitude wasn't that great. Still isn't that great, but, I don't want to get in trouble, and I don't know if I get written up, so I don't really say a whole lot at work. I said my piece once or twice, and job did what they want, so I guess I'll try to do what I have to do to increase my paycheck a little bit, because I'd like to get it back up to $300 or $400 a month, $300 or $400 a paycheck, $300 or $400 a paycheck. Would be nice coming in. I think I've said about all I'm going to say in this video. This is a remake of a video I tried to get on earlier, but had some problems, had to figure some things out, so I got all that solved. So I put this on when I get done with it, and won't have any problems. Just want to say, I don't want anybody to call you a loser. If you have no friends, and all you have is 2 dogs, 2 cats, and a wife that likes you once in a while, that's about all most people have. So I'm lucky enough to have it, and most of the time it works, and sometimes it doesn't, but it's what I have, and probably all I'll have until I die. So I'm just going to enjoy what I can and enjoy what I've managed to come up with, which isn't a whole lot in the big scheme of things, because I don't have a lot of money, so I don't have a great house and don't have my own car, and have to give the car to my wife most of the time, because she makes more money than I do, so she needs to get to work most of the time. So that's just the way life goes for me. So men out there with an ego problem that can't take the fact that their wife makes more money for them, which is a drag for me too, just get used to it. Just accept it. Your wife's better than you at making money and keeping a job. So get over that. You'll probably have a lot more peace. I never did real great at a job, so I just have to accept that fact that she's better at it than I am, and I guess I go on and work what I can, make what I can, pay what bills I can, mow the grass, water the flowers, and that's about all I got left. So this body doesn't have much time to abuse it any more than I have, so I just have to go with what I make and do the best I can. Wife will have to get used to that. She don't like that I can't make much money, but she'll just have to accept it and get used to it, and sometimes she don't like it either, but that's unfortunately the way it's going for me right now. So this is Common Sense Kudu signing off. Have a nice day, guys.